going live, right? On mirror, bam. Kelly, what's good? Welcome back. It's good to see you today. I hope you're having a really great Tuesday. Well, boy, what's good, dude? Welcome back. Good to see you again today. How is everybody today? You were waiting on the live? I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I tried to make sure that I'm on pretty much on time as much as humanly possible. Right on, right on. Yeah, so today I am going to be working on some... Yeah, I'm going to be working on some chicken sliders because I had this like real big hankering like earlier today for like chicken nuggets. But the problem I have with chicken nuggets at McDonald's or like anywhere else, everywhere else has like breaded McNuggets, right? Which are like the breadcrumb kind of coating, which are still good, but like they're kind of plain. And then like the McDonald's ones are like iconic in the way of like their crust. They have like more of a tempura batter crust, which I really enjoy. But like again, like right now since chicken is like at a premium, I have like a whole bunch of chicken thighs in the freezer. So instead, I decided to just make my own. So you guys will kind of see generally like how like a chicken nugget is kind of just made or prepared. All right. Yeah. Hey, thanks again. Thanks a lot again for all the likes. I appreciate you guys just going ahead and slamming on the likes for me. It really helps me out. Help find other people that are like-minded, that want to talk about food, all that good stuff. Okay. And then for the sliders today, I found these kick-ass slider sets. So I'm going to do 6 of each. In this case, I'm going to do 2 different types. So one's going to be more like what you would expect from like a, is that cake strawberry? Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, so the first slider is going to be what you would expect. So it's going to be like lettuce. I'm going to do a really seasoned kind of mayonnaise to it. Like I was thinking about doing 2 different types. So it's going to be a mostly garlic aioli type of thing, but I was going to add a little bit of hot sauce to it. Hey, definitely, man. Thank you so much for joining the live. Again, you're going to love the people that are in this community. You know what I mean? Great, loving, caring, and very sharing people. Amazing, what do you call it? Personalities in here. Yeah, it's awesome. So it's going to be just like more like a crispy chicken. It's just going to be... Don and Bella, what's good, dude? Hope you're having a really great Tuesday. How are you? It's good to see you. So it's going to be just mostly like what you expect from like a chicken sandwich. And the second one, I was going to do more of a, because I still have tomato sauce and I still got lots of cheese. So what I was thinking about doing is more like a chicken parm, but with like mozzarella, right? So it's going to be a bake, really gooey, warm, sumptuous. So it's going to be a pairing of those 2 with a side of fries. For the fries today, I'm just using plain old frozen coated fries, as well as because these ones will be for my daughter. And then I also in my freezer have like more like the same thing, but they're spicier. So there's just a lot of flavor and a lot of spice. Fall Christmas. Hey, what's good, dude? It's good to see all of you today, man. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I appreciate it. Fall Christmas. I hope you're having a really great Tuesday. Because I know here it just, I shoveled the walkway and it is now snowing again. So I hope all the weather out there is doing real good for y'all. Hey, and also thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Yeah. So if you guys can, just keep spamming the likes for me. It brings new people in, all that good stuff. Do you have full permission to roast me? Not really, but I mean, I figure you're going to. When we deglazing. That's awesome. We're not deglazing much today. Actually, if anything, we're just going to be constructing a bunch of like different aiolis. And then we're just going to do some really straight up chicken sandwich type stuff, and then deep fried. The Oreo cheesecake, no, it's not going to be deep fried today. Mac and cheese with chicken nugs, hey dude, those are always fire. The Oreo cheesecake is simply, I have extra ice cream in the freezer, as well as there's these Oreos that came out, right? They got Pop Rocks, they're like blue and pink. I thought that would be really good. I have some extra chocolate ganache in the freezer, and I also have a little bit of like extra cheesecake, so I was going to cut that stuff up and then just sprinkle it all over the ice cream, hit it with some some chocolate ganache, and it should be pretty gnarly. Yeah, these we tried them out. They even have Pop Rocks in them, so I think it's just overall it's just a sugar bomb. You know what I'm saying? All right, so to get started, what I did earlier was I made sure to prepare a little bit of chicken thighs, because for chicken nugs or anything like that, I try to use like the darker meat if possible, because it is a little bit more tender, as well as it has a lot more flavor, if you will. Diabetes, yo, I know. Your foot gonna be hurting after this. All right, so I'm just gonna grab the chicken. All right, so the way I prepared the chicken and the way most nugs are actually prepared is we macerate the meat, or macerate the actual chicken itself. So what I did earlier was I just went ahead, took all the thighs, took all the bones out, all that stuff, and then I just hid it in my RoboCoupe, or food processor. Bridget, hi. Happy Tuesday as well. Hope you're having a really good day. Welcome back. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, so with this chicken, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to just create a really quick dredge for it. So again, it's the universal dredge that I use. So it's gluten-free, but not necessarily vegetarian and vegan, because there's still going to be an egg incorporated into it. Yeah, see, the thing about deboning chicken is what I like to do is have break down a whole chicken. So if you have chicken thighs, you have your drum, you have your thigh piece, as well as you have the chicken backs, like the bone part. And I like reusing a lot of those components. Making chicken soup for dinner tomorrow. Ooh, you know that's going to be good. What kind of chicken soup? Yeah, and then just try to repurpose a lot of those components in it. So it's not necessarily as wasteful, right? The one thing I really do love about chicken backs, especially if you have the thigh piece with that bone in it, is that you take that, you can hit it with some potato starch or some cornstarch, a bunch of seasonings, and then give it a deep fry. If you love chicken skin and chicken wings simultaneously, that's the piece right there, right? Because it's not a crazy amount of meat, depending on how you cut it. Yeah, but like when you deep fry it, it'll give you this really good amount of like crispy skin to meat ratio that is kind of missing when you get wings. And that's, to me, that the chicken back is like the wing in the future. As well as if you do debone, make sure to save your bones. Just put it into a freezer bag or a Ziploc bag and just leave it in the freezer until you accumulate maybe like 2 pounds worth of bones. Give them a roast with a little bit of mirepoix. Put them into a pot overnight, really on low, and then just let it steep. You have chicken broth for your next projects. Right on, right on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just making up a quick dredge or like a wet dredge for the chicken. So it's going to be about 1 part of cornstarch to 2 parts potato starch. And the reason being is because I really enjoy the crust that I get off of potato starch versus what I get with cornstarch. Cornstarch is still pretty significant in terms of like the crunchiness that you get. But what I found with potato starch is that it just has more crunchiness to it. It has more oomph, right? So it's going to be the cornstarch. I'm going to hit it with this potato starch right here. Boom. So that's 2 parts. Okay. So if you're imagining it, you're going to do like personal sizing for this, you're going to go 1/2 cup cornstarch to a full cup of, a full cup of potato starch. Make breakfast sausage. Yo. Yeah, man. The best part about that breakfast sausage is it's like you can literally use it for everything. Sandwiches, all that good stuff. And then to this, I'm going to go ahead and add in a roughly about a tablespoon of baking powder. Okay. This is going to add air to your dredge mix. And I'm going to hit with just a small pinch of garlic powder and white pepper. Yes, honey.
If they want to see me, just tell them.
But you can't be. Okay.
I know. You can just say it.
Alrighty, honey. Slade, hey, how are you, dude? Yeah, Oreo cheesecake, absolutely. So it's just we have extra like chocolate and vanilla or chocolate New York cheesecake, kind of half and half leftover cheesecake. And I got these Oreos. These are like some weird limited edition joints. They apparently have Pop Rocks in them, so they're fire. And then, yeah, I'm just going to cut that over top of some, it's like a vanilla and chocolate dots ice cream. I think that'll be fire. I also have some extra chocolate ganache as well. And DJ, how are you? Welcome to the live. Native Vibes, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the live as well. You're going to love the people that are in here. Great vibes. And DJ, yeah, so the duo chicken sliders, to explain it more, is basically I had a hankering for chicken nuggets, but I also wanted to have like chicken sliders. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 types of sliders today, which will be the one will be the basic, more like a chicken sandwich, shredded lettuce, a little bit of garlic aioli with a little bit of hot sauce probably put in for myself. My house doesn't really like spice like that. And then the second one, I'm actually going to go ahead and bake, which actually reminds me, I'm going to go slam this guy onto 400. I'm actually going to do a more like a chicken parm bake, but instead I'm going to use mozzarella. So it's going to be really, and with tomato sauce. So it's going to be really gooey when you give it that pull, and then you'll have a really good decadent kind of variation between the two. Yeah, I think it should be pretty good. And then again, on the side today, I'm just going to be serving it with just just a little bit of fries. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I think they will enjoy tonight's dinner. It's going to be really simple, but again, it's also going to be a really quick overall dinner because again, on Tuesdays, I try to have like a shorter stream just because my wife has D&D in the evenings with her friends. So I like to make sure that she has the time to do that as opposed to being on here modding. Yo, the garlic knots were crazy. I let them sit and it just soaked up all that garlic butter. So each one of the knots was like a garlic bomb with like a hit of like the pepperoni and like a really chunky cheese. I'm totally sold on using or melting the, what do you call it, curd cheese, like the poutine cheese on top. And that really gave you a lot of bite when you do those kinds of bakes, which I think is just hilarious. DJ, I appreciate you. I really try to be, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. And if you don't have the time to do the pizza dough yourself, go to the store, buy a pizza dough. It's just as good. It's mad. Yeah, it's deadly, dude. It was just boom. Like when you eat them, it's like boom, garlic butter. And you're like, damn, that's, whew. You can only eat like 4 or 5 alongside of that soup, right? And it's just, yeah, we were all just going to take a nap after. That's what's up. Okay, so in here I got, again, it's 1 part cornstarch to 2 parts potato starch and about a tablespoon of baking powder and some white pepper and some garlic powder, okay? So this is going to be the general mix for the chicken. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I also have this oil. And when it comes to the nugs as well, I'm going to put this at about a 4.5 to a 5, like a medium heat on the stove. Get that up nice and roaring. Okay. And the reason being is because we're going to do a double blanch on this. Caitlin, hey, how are you? I didn't see you walk in. Thank you so much for joining. And Leisha as well. Thank you so much for joining as well. Super unhealthy. No thanks. Promote better choices. Hey, we do eat better in this house, but sometimes we like to splurge on things that are greasy. Because, you know, if you're just going to eat healthy all the time, you just ain't going to enjoy your food. Rory, hey, you know what I'm saying? If you're in Calgary, our door's open. We got plates for you. So, yeah, I'm just going to let this guy go for a little bit. get that up to heat. And then to this, I'm going to add 1 egg, and then we're going to hit it with a little bit of water to just start making a really nice, like, what do you call it, a wet batter. All right, so I'm just going to grab an egg. And again, if you wanted to keep this with less fat, so like the idea behind any type of wet dredge, especially things that are like tempura based or tempura style, you can also just omit the yolk and then just go with, what do you call it? Just go with the yolk. What is duo chicken? So Jord, today the duo is going to be, I'm going to do a regular fried chicken sandwich with like more of like a garlic aioli, shredded lettuce, really, really simple. And then the other one is going to be more like a Parmesan bake, like a chicken bake, but instead of Parmesan, I'm going to be using mozzarella cheese. Hey, Whale Boy, I appreciate you for saying that, man. Thank you so much. And Bridget, same thing. I appreciate you guys for always being here, supporting the live, as always. Oh, you were born in Calgary? Hey, right on. Yeah, I was raised here. Lived here my whole life. It's an amazing city. I can't complain. Other than, like, you know, the housing prices. Cherry tarts for dessert? Yeah. I mean, I might end up doing them again, but I was thinking about maybe doing something a little bit different. Maybe like a blueberry and Earl Grey tea, kind of like a steeped Earl Grey blueberry, and then put that into the thing, as well as top it with some sort of like streusel topping or something like that. Iron Maiden, hey, what's good, dude? It's good to see you. How are you? I hope you're having a really great Tuesday. And Anne, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here. Toronto and Vancouver, yeah, I know. Yeah, our prices are nuts. She can't wait to see the Oreo cheesecake. Right on. Yeah, dude. Iron Maiden, I'm doing really well. Today was a pretty productive day. Again, because I'm on, I believe we're on our 4th shooting day for the short film. So hopefully we'll be able to nail down all of our extra shots on the day and get that out of the way. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I got my egg in here. I'm going to add just a hit of cold water. Again, when you're working with starches, it's always good practice to just work with cold water, never hot water, just because the hot water will bring out, it will start making the starches bloom, is essentially what it is, right? And you really want to prevent that from happening, because that acts as your thickening agent, and you really want that reaction to happen in the fryer. Yeah, Rory, I will say, like, prices, no matter where you go, are generally just trash right now. But, I mean, it's just the nature of the beast, you know? I ain't too worried about it. Okay, so just give this a quick mix up. Nothing too crazy. And the awesome part is, once you mix in the baking powder, that's going to give you this really great airiness, right? So I know a lot of people, when you do like a beer batter or a seltzer batter, you're adding in water that's already sparkling, and that will work as well to add in a good amount of air. But I do prefer, personally, the egg white and baking powder method, just because then you don't have to go out of your way to have seltzer water or beer. But if you're trying to imply those flavors, 100% go for that. Okay, so now it's a pretty crepe style batter. I'm actually just going to go ahead and add in just a touch more potato starch, just because it's a touch on the thin side for me. I added in just a little bit too much water. Okay, so just hit it with another couple tablespoons. What duo chicken is, it's just 2 types of chicken sandwich. So again, the duo is, for the first chicken sandwich, what I'm doing is a more like what you would imagine, like a KFC or like a normal chicken sandwiches. So lettuce, aioli, like any type of mayonnaise, the crispy chicken, and the bread. or like the bun. And then the second one is going to be more like a chicken bake. So it's going to be tomato sauce, extra cheese, baked, so it's super gooey. Yeah, and all that stuff. Because I had a little bit of tomato sauce left over from yesterday's live that I just wanted to use up. Because if I don't use them up in the fridge, they're just going to sit there. And Just Surfing, I hope you were able to catch what I was saying just now. If you didn't catch all of that, just let me know and I can re-explain it for you, okay? All right, so there, boom, got that. All right, so then I have my dredge just sitting there, or the wet dredge just sitting there while the pan is starting to come up to heat. You can feel it. And then what I'm going to do is with just, again, a little bit of cornstarch, right, on a plate. Okay, just like that. All right, just give that a quick spread. And then what I'm going to do here is that with my chicken, I'm going to use a ice cream scoop. This is roughly about a 2.5 ounce ice cream scoop. And then heaping, you're just going to go ahead and just start scooping balls onto it. And again, for this, I didn't use ground chicken. What I used was, it's more like a macerated chicken. So I ran all my chicken thighs through the food processor and just gave it pulses. So it does have a good amount of like little chunky bits that give it a lot more texture after you cook it. And Lyrics Memnook, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the live. Okay, so the ideal amount here would be to get at least a dozen on the go. All right. Just like that. Okay. Okay, so then you're going to go ahead and just give these a quick flip. Like that. And then what you're looking for is that you get like a nugget size. So this is actually a really good overall portion size, which I think is great. Lady Di, welcome. Good evening to you as well. How are you? Okay. And then I'm just going to put these to the side for the time being because what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to turn the heat down just to a 3.5 now, just because it is at that heat. What I want to do, though, is I do want to get these chicken pieces into the freezer for just maybe at least 10 minutes. The reason being is because I want them to set before I hit them in the wet dredge, just so they don't fall apart. And McHugh and Beverly, what's good? Welcome. Good to see you again. You actually got sunshine today? That's awesome. Why flour instead of cornstarch? Just because I like to try to make sure that everyone knows that this is really accessible, just in case I do have anybody that's on here that is more gluten-free. And the reason that I also don't use a lot of flour for my deep fried items is because I found flour to be really really nice as an overall for crispy items like, you know, fish and chips, all that stuff. But I do find with flour is that it becomes gummy and and becomes more soft in the long run. Like if you let it sit for a few minutes, it just loses its crispiness, whereas potato starch and cornstarch really maintain that crisp. Because I'm a huge fan of like having like fried chicken the next day, and I love a good crispy type of chicken. But that's not saying that it doesn't maintain crispiness all the way through. Like Popeyes is a great example of this. But I am a huge fan of things like Korean fried chicken. So with that being said, I always like to try to promote trying to use starches instead of flours, just so that if anybody is gluten-free, they can follow along or get ideas for how to kind of continue with their food journey if they're just learning about how to create more gluten-friendly items. Is it true that overusing salt causes high blood pressure? Yes, as far as I can tell. I mean, most doctors, I'm sure, will say exactly that as well. But like any good thing, I highly recommend just use everything in moderation. Yes, cornstarch for wings, 100%. As well as any starch. Again, if you're going to use potato starches or anything like that, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. yeah, if you're going to use any type of starches, you can also, I believe, use tapioca starch or anything like that. That'll work just fine. But really, it's all about trying to, if you use starches, just try to use not a heavy amount. You don't have to be heavy-handed with it because it will maintain a lot of that good crispiness, because you're not really necessarily creating a certain amount of like gluten, or you're not creating gluten when you make it, because it's not like necessarily a dough per se. Okay, so I have 12 pieces here. I'm just going to go ahead and then just place them in the freezer for about 10 minutes. Where is Nanners? She's actually on her way home right now. She just is finishing work about 20 minutes ago. But since the roads are becoming more and more trash as the snow comes down, it is kind of making the way home much slower. Yeah, well, boy, absolutely. That is literally one of like the best tricks you can do. Because again, that's what we would refer to as, I guess, curing in a way. Just because when you do allow those pieces of chicken to, what do you call it, to become dry, all the water that you're depleting out of it lessens the necessity for like a double dredge or a double blanch, if you will. All right, flip the board. What does Shannon do for work? She works in a legal office, like a real estate law office. Yeah, baking powder and a little milk, 100%. Because the baking powder actually, oh man, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, thanks so much for the heart me. So Kelly, the chicken, what I did with it is I deboned it. Yeah, everyone always says that too. Like she's a huge part of the lives, you know what I'm saying? The way I did, Liv, yes, I actually have been a chef or a sous chef for the last about 18 years, and I've been in kitchens pretty much for the last over 25 years. What was I gonna say? So the chicken, what I did is I deboned all the chicken thighs that I had, make sure all like the tendons are kind of generally pulled out, all that stuff, and I put it into my food processor with a bit of garlic powder, a little bit of white pepper, yeah, and then just give it a quick couple pulses. What that does is it kind of macerates the chicken, so it's not ground chicken. It is more macerated chicken, so more like sausage meat. And so that when you form it, it actually has not necessarily gluten strands, but the fat strands that are separated from the skin will allow it, after it rests, to really stick, just like exactly like sausages, or sausage meat, sorry. And who gave me Bug James? Thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate you. Again, welcome to the live. I appreciate you all for being here. And Elise, the oil I'm frying with is just simply just a little bit of canola oil. KD, have I tried cooking Filipino food? Absolutely. On one of the lives, I actually cooked Filipino adobo, as well as I've done variations of like the banana turon on here as well for a dessert. But I do more modernized adaptations of classic Filipino food. Right on, dudes. Yo, and if you guys got a quick chance in the chat, yo, keep spamming the like button. Again, that helps me out in the algorithm, helps us find other like-minded, great people to talk to about food culture, all that good stuff. Okay, so as the chicken is kind of just resting in the oven, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start prepping the dessert, just like the components, because I just want to cut up the cookie as well as the cheesecake, get those kind of put onto the side, and put and the cheesecake back in the fridge. Yes, I did a pancit canton. But you can definitely find it. If you guys want the recipes for any of that, by all means, hit me up in the DMs. I'd be happy to help you out. And there's Nanners, right on time. Have I ever made biryani? I've made biryani professionally, but I haven't made it on live. more Filipino dishes on the live? Absolutely. I will put that as a note, and I will come up with some really great other ideas. If you also have ideas of stuff that you want to see, by all means, leave those suggestions in the chat. And Apache Dan, how are you? Good to see you, man. I hope you're having a really great Tuesday. MBQ and Beverly, thank you so much for that. Yeah, keep smashing out that like button. It really, really does help me out a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to keep the oil heating. And what's nice is that you can see, because of the baking powder in the dredge, it is becoming much thicker, which is awesome. Okay, so before you do anything, when it comes to your frying, you just go ahead, give it a quick mix again to make sure that you're dispersing the cornstarch or the starches back into the water so it's not separated, and then it's just easy frying after that. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to grab that leftover cheesecake. Where are you? There you are. All right, nice. Got this little bit of leftover cheesecake right here. So this is just like a plain, not a plain, but it's like a, what do you call it? It's white cheesecake. So like a New York cheesecake with like a fudge cheesecake. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to give it just a chop up into squares. I'm probably not going to use all of it. So I'm probably going to do, let's do that much. Why not? Okay. And then the easiest way to process things that are like cheesecake or anything that's like relatively sticky is have your knife run under hot water. All right. So this will guarantee that you have less stick on your blade. Okay. As well as if it's a little bit wet, that's also not a big deal. So you're going to get a much cleaner cut. Okay. Just like that. Add to the list. Yep. Definitely. And again, anytime you guys do make suggestions, all that stuff, just so you do know, we are listening on our end. And my lovely wife, she always does take notes of, of suggestions, so that at least we have a repertoire of things we can play off of if we have the components for them. Okay, so now I got this nice, just a gentle pile of chopped up cheesecake, nothing fancy. All right, because this is going to be like a very like vanilla and chocolate forward dish. Just give my knife a quick rinse. Boom. Okay, so I'm just going to place that chopped up cheesecake like that into there. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to give my board just a quick wipe.
Oh, great.
Boom, just like that. All right. Can Nanners do a baking edition one day? I don't know. You're going to have to ask her.
Who?
Your mom. Okay, so then in the second container, I'm going to go ahead with just a little bit of Oreos. And again, yo, check out these Oreos. They're wild. Because this is their limited edition, space edition, right? Look at that, right? It has Pop Rocks on the inside, and it is the pink and blue. So it's going to be very, very sugar forward. You know what I'm saying?
That's my dessert.
It is, honey.
Can I have them?
You just had one. You have to wait till dinner first.
Just a small.
Right? And then it also has like satellites and rockets on it, which is just hilarious. Yeah, she loves being in the kitchen when she can, but mostly she likes being on camera. Where did I buy the cheesecake? I bought the cheesecake at Superstore. And Vic Zebedi, thank you so much for the follow as well. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you. Yeah, these are interesting Oreos. Hey, and Vic, thank you so much. Same to you as well. I hope you're having a really great Tuesday. I hope the weather's not too bad for where you are. Yeah, Superstar is really up their game in terms of like different products. So, might as well utilize it. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to give these a quick chop up. Nothing too strategic, but at the same time, like the color is nuts. Like, look at that. Like, that is crazy, right? Like, you're getting like, it's just, yeah, nuts. I love hot pink things, and I also love things that are like violently blue, So this will add a certain element of color to the top of the sundae, which will be awesome. Okay, just like that. Okay, and let's go ahead and put that onto the side. And also, what I really love about Oreos too is that what do you call it? They're dairy free, which is hilarious. Or are they gluten free? You can get them gluten free, but I think this one is. I think it is straight up like dairy free. Yeah, I'm not actually quite sure, but either way, they're going to be fire, right? It's going to add this really cool element of color to the top. I'm just going to leave that on the side right now, just to kind of get nice and air dry. Won't they change the taste? To be honest with you, I mean, if it's already just chocolate mostly is like the components, just to have that quick stuff on top for color. It does have pop rock, so it's going to add an element of surprise. But to be honest with you, it's kind of worth trying, because again, I'm experimenting with it. Okay, and so the dessert is kind of just generally done. I have leftover ganache in the fridge, which I'm just going to give it a quick microwave. Now, I'm just going to do a quick preparation on the bread. I just want to get these kind of just sliced and out of the way. And again, these are kind of tough to get even because, like, unfortunately, a lot of the grocery store, especially Superstore, they had ones that were like really squished on the side, but these are baked almost daily, which is great. So I had to go out of my way to make sure I find ones that was like really consistent all the way through. But with that being said, it worked out. So I'm just going to go ahead and split the two sides. So it's just 6 and 6. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and slice those. Okay, so I don't also own a bread knife, and I've never owned a bread knife. So if you don't own a bread knife but have a steak knife that's serrated, right, this will work. Okay. Bless you, honey.
Thank you.
Okay, just like that. Boom. And boom. All right. So,
Mama's here.
you got extra bread knives? Hey, mate, I might take you up on that. If anything, I might just trade you. And hello, Penny's mom. Thank you so much again for joining. It's great to see you. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Hope the weather hasn't been too crazy for you. How old is little Nana? She is 6.5 years old. The best age. You know what I'm saying? Because at that age, she can like throw, she can run, she's good to go on adventures. You know what I'm saying? Because in the summertime, that's like one of my favorite things, just rocking around, going to different restaurants, trying snacks, and all that good stuff. Mumsy, thanks so much for the follow as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome. You're going to love the people that are in here. A bread knife, yeah. Yeah, the thing is, like, what's funny about having a bread knife is, like, it's one of those situations where, like, it's great to have, but at the same time, like, you just never notice it until you need it. So I got these hits of bread right here. Boom. All right, so that's sliced. What are my other components? I have to do up a little bit of lettuce for, what do you call it? For the sliders. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And one of the easiest things you can do if you have like a strainer is just go ahead and slice your lettuce as is, right? Throw it into a container and then give it a rinse, right? So then once it's in, let it soak for a second and then just strain it out. So then you can wash your, lettuce very well, especially all the pieces that are kind of layered. You're going to end up with a little bit of dirt if that's the case. It's just easier to do it like that. So I just shred up the lettuce, boom, into a 1 liter container. Because again, they're sliders. You don't want to put like a crap ton of lettuce into it, but you do want a good amount of that crunch. Okay, you're going to hit it with some cold water, right? And just let it soak. Let it soak for, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, right? Give it a stir after a couple minutes. Because what you want to do is you're just trying to saturate the lettuce, break up the strands, and then all that excess dirt will come out, and then just put it into a small strainer, let it drain. You're all good to go. Lynn, hey, yeah, you know it is. Yo, check these out. So the Oreos that we found, here, check that out. I don't know how long you've been on live, but look at this. Little rocket Oreos, right? And these things have Pop Rocks in them. Is that for sliders? The lettuce? Yes. There we go. Got it. And Alana, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you for doing that. As usual, those are always much appreciated, but not necessary. If you guys can, though, keep smashing out the like button for me. Again, that helps me out a lot in the algorithm, helps me find, again, like-minded people like yourselves. You know what I mean? People that want to talk about food culture, all that good stuff. When my daughter was that age, she was sassy too. Did the Oreo crackle? It can. Yeah, they have Pop Rocks in them. Oreo in salad? Damn. That's some savage. You're going to have your dessert and your savory at the same time? And Alana, thank you again for the rose. I appreciate you for that. All right, so I have a little bit of that lettuce. Go ahead, and now it's just soaking. I'm just going to go ahead and take that, give it a quick stir, and I'm just going to throw it into just my strainer. Okay. And what's really cool about that method, guys, is that if you guys ever work with, if you're ever going to work with like thin sliced green onions or things like chives, really thinly sliced chives, but in long lengths, things like that, red peppers, if you just cut like a lot of the flesh off and then cut the skin really, really thinly, put it into cold water with a little bit of ice, let it soak, you'll see that they actually create curls. You drain that off, and it's a great garnish as well. But you need more than Master Chef. Hey, I'm saying if you ever get a craving, and I do recommend this, if you ever get a craving for something that you really want to cook, Alana, go to YouTube. Abdul, what's good, man? Hope you're having a really great Tuesday. But I am a firm believer in the University of YouTube. There's so much generated knowledge on there that you can just watch several tutorials of the same thing and come up and like compare them and go with whatever you by the gut and see what you like to do. Teachers, I miss those days. Yeah. Yeah, we're if Shannon was that Oreo, that makes her into like just a straight unicorn. Do I ever make crock pot meals? Yes, I do. I actually haven't done a crock pot meal in a little while. I can't really do those on lives because they do take quite a while, but I will probably post it. I do have a crock pot lasagna, like a slow cooker lasagna recipe that I filmed that I haven't posted yet. Okay. All right. What do you think? Those things are just icing city, but they do have like the crackly bits.
Yeah, they do.
They do, right?
Pop Rocks are great.
Yeah, it's such a weird mix, but it works. Honey, You have one more.
Mm.
Right on. Okay, but no more sugar until dinner, okay? Hey now. God damn. She out here. Yeah, there's so many people that do different types of food, especially on YouTube or online. But what it really comes down to is like for me, when I watch people make food, it's all about the way of execution. Because again, for anybody that's new to this live or new to the way I cook, I try to make sure. You want to see nanners?
What?
There's a Watan. The Oreos didn't last long. Yeah, they're going to be gone pretty quick. I'm probably going to knock them down while I'm doing editing later. Okay, so that's all done. I'm going to just do also a quick, while the chicken is almost finished in the freezer, it's been a few minutes, so they have a chance to like completely solidify, take on a lot of that extra structure. It depends because again, Alana, when it comes to everyone can do a stir fry, but everyone does a stir fry based on their prior experiences, and that is truly what makes food different, right? And what makes it also inertly great, because at the end of the day, it really depends on who you learned it from, who you've learned it from around in your culture, stuff like that. Because like, there's Bohemian, there's Jamaican, there's American, like mac and cheese. They all make theirs different, and it's all incredible. Same with fried rices, same with rice pilaf or steamed and baked rices. All of those things have culminated and are dependent on where you were raised and who you were raised by and the way they do things.
You are so laggy today. I keep getting lag bits.
Mine does good connection.
Weird.
Yeah. How do you make stir fry? With generally with a really hot pan or a hot wok or skillet, and then just make sure that everything in that's going in is thinly sliced to the same size, so that when you stir fry, everything cooks evenly and is evenly distributed. And with the stir fry, I love stir fries with rice, like a rice stir fry or a fried rice, or I also love doing it with chow mein noodles or anything like that. But you can also just do the stir fry on its own, get that really smoky flavor from the pan, as well as also what in Chinese culture is known as a wok hei, right? So it's element of smoke infused into your food, deglazed with any type of sauce, any of that good stuff. And then just serve it on the side, because I know people that add meat in, and they'll just put it into fajitas, into tacos, any of that good stuff. Oh, you were getting lag a couple minutes ago. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know. It's saying I'm having a good connection on my end. But if you guys need me to repeat anything for you, by all means, please just ask, okay? I'm more than happy to do so. All right, so I'm going to just make a quick aioli. Do you want the rice to cook with the rice, or you want me chucks? Not quite sure what you're trying to say here. What I would say is, trying to interpret it, cook the rice on the side. I would restart, but I do want to just finish out this the next 15 minutes because that's how long I will be live for. Chunks. Interesting. Yeah, cook the rice on the side, and then have, like, it's mise en place. So have all of your vegetables and all your components cooked, or not cooked, chopped up properly on the side. So in individual containers, so you can do everything. Oh, chunks of eggs. Okay, yeah, definitely. Add the eggs at the very end before you're about to serve them. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here, and I really appreciate everyone for being in here. Again, we're just building a really great community, and if you guys can, keep spamming that like button for me, and if you haven't already, hit the follow button for me. That'd be awesome, because again, it'll help you stay updated on any of my future lives or any of the videos that I take of the food that I serve up on every live as well. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do a quick aioli. Bam. Okay, so for the aioli, I'm just gonna do a little bit of mayonnaise, just because I have to use up this bottle. Boom, just like that. Done. A small splash of lemon juice or lemon concentrate. We're at 20,000. Hey, thanks so much, guys. I appreciate it. Just about a teaspoon's worth of lemon, because you don't want it to be overpowering, but you do want it to make sure that it's like a fresh flavor. Okay. And then to that, I'm just again going to add just a little bit of garlic powder. Nikki, right on, dude. Yo, yeah, my wife had the same thing. Like everything was good to her when she was pregnant for the most part. All right, so it's just basically, it's like a very basic garlic mayonnaise. And then to this, I'm just going to add just a small bit of honey just to add sweetness. Okay, so it's honey, and that will get a nice stir. All right. Boom. Okay, and that's going to be for our regular chicken sandwiches. So nice, really savory, really sweet, and very garlicky. Cooking, see, to 6 eggs, and then, oh, that sounds delicious, Alana. Nikki, thanks so much for the follow as well. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome. All right. So now that's going. I'm going to go ahead and bring this back up to a 4.5. Bring up that heat, because I have all my components ready to go. So now with this again, what I'm going to try to do is make sure that I am doing a double blanch. Okay, so when you're dealing with any starches for your wet dredge, make sure that if it's been sitting for a while, just make sure you reincorporate that starch because it will set to the bottom just like sand. Right, so give it a quick mix just to make sure it all comes back, not lumpy or anything like that. Okay. Right, and then the awesome part is you're getting all these wicked bubbles and all that stuff from your baking powder, right? So I didn't make a super thick dredge as well, just because I do just want that really like McDonald's-y kind of outer coating. Hey, Alana, don't apologize. I appreciate you for interacting. So, you know, anything is good. Anything goes. Okay, so I got that going right there. Boom. Okay. Yes, so now the chicken is nice and cooled, right? It's a little bit more firm. It's holding together so you're not getting any breakage, right? It's a good amount of powder on the outside. So what you do is just give it another quick smush, right? What's the best way? I'll just use my hands, fuck it. All right, so then you're just gonna go ahead, give it a quick dip in the dredge, drain off any excess, right? Throw it in.
What did you season the chicken with?
The season is just, okay, so when I macerated the chicken, it was just seasoned with garlic salt and garlic powder and white pepper. With the dredge itself, again, it was garlic powder and white pepper. And then for this, it was just plain, just plain cornstarch and potato starch. Okay, so because what I really wanted to do was kind of simulate a chicken nugget, but with more of a savory note, right? Because I found chicken nuggets to be, they're the reason that they're good for kids is because they're pretty like middle of the road flavor profiling. Right. What's even funnier, guys, if you guys go on to, I believe, if you can go on Google probably and find it. I don't know if Amazon's going to have it, but there is somebody that does sell the, the chicken nugget shape press. Like it gives you like the shapes, like the boot and like the fucking circle. I can't remember. There's like 2 other shapes as well, which is hilarious to me. But
you describe the difference between black pepper and white pepper.
So what black pepper is essentially it is a pepper that is They both come from a flower, if I recall. But black pepper essentially has more, what do you call it? They're equally as fragrant. They do have like a similar fragrance, but white pepper I found is just a touch spicier. It has like an element of something to it that gives everything more of an overall savory flavor at the end of your process using it, right? As well as if you overdo it with your white pepper, it does have a spicier flavor than black pepper. But to be honest with you, if you have one or the other, like they're pretty interchangeable. Just once you start using it, you will notice a very defining difference in them, which is fantastic. Okay,
so it spicier because of capsaicin?
I actually can't comment on whether or not it's capsaicin or not, because it's not necessarily a pepper. Both of them are like more counted as like seeds, technically, because they're from flour. But with that said, it really depends on, like, when it comes to pepper, it really depends on like regular black pepper. Shit, do I even have any of that right now on deck? Like, there is several types of pepper that exist, right? So there's like a... Yes, here they are. So this is a peppercorn mix that I love using. We get it from the Spice Merchant. Okay, so this is Christmas peppercorn mix. And what I really love about it is that it actually has the white pepper seed, the black pepper seed, and the red pepper seed. What's awesome about the red pepper seed is that it's soft. You can actually crush it with your fingers, and it contains the actual peppercorn on the inside, which makes it edible. If you love peppered chocolate, you'll actually see these in the chocolate bars. Elise lagging? Yeah. It might literally just be the weather, because I haven't had a warning for connection yet. It's still saying...
we may just need to get into this habit of restarting your phone before you go live.
Yeah, I might have to restart it next time I go on live, which will be on Thursday or Friday. The reason I might not do a Thursday stream is because we've gotten a call back on our shooting location, so we might have to shoot on Thursday as opposed to shooting on Sunday. Alana, that's awesome. I'm really glad that you're receiving and learning anything from my lives. That's really awesome. Yeah, we love spices in this house.
I don't.
Just surfing? No, I actually just paint my nails kind of every few days. But I do give her the chance to do so if she chooses. Okay, so with the chicken going right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and just boost up the temperature on my oil. It is kind of low, so I'm just going to go ahead and boost that up to 205, and then we're going to finish these last 3 pieces of chicken here. Where's my tongs? There we are. And again, see, what's awesome is like you let it cook out, and you're going to get this nice simple crust, so that it at least forms completely around the chicken. Okay. And don't worry about it being kind of soft at this point, because what, again, we're going to be doing is raising the heat up to give it a double blanch. At this point, what we're really focusing on is trying to make sure that the chicken itself is all the way cooked. All right? Because the last thing you need is to go into your second blanch with still a raw middle, or raw center. Sorry, that's terrible English. How many kids do I have? I have 1, and yes, they do eat most of the food that I prepare, because sometimes they're just in a mood and they just want something easy, like a grilled cheese or something, but which isn't a big deal. Yours used to do your nails when you fell asleep? Oh, that's awesome. Fall Christmas? Hey, I appreciate you for being here too, man. Right on, right on. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and let these guys sear up, just to get those other sides just kind of crisp and ready to go. Then I'm going to give them a quick drain. Finish these last 3. Get like some of the dishes out of the way. Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and reserve some of this dredge as well, just because I do have some extra chicken I have left over, so I might cook that for lunch or for dinner tomorrow. What kind of snacks do I make? To be honest with you, whatever they feel, whatever they, what do you call it? Whatever they're in the mood for, right? Usually I'll ask, like, my wife will ask, like, I want snacks. I'm like, what are you in the mood for? And she'll be like, just anything, right? So, you know, in that, if that's the case and there's no specifics, I'll just kind of make whatever we have on hand. Either grilled cheeses or anything like a sandwich melt, or maybe I'll do a quick small stir fry. Yeah, anything fast, easy, nourishing, stuff like that. Or, you know, maybe we'll have a little bit of dip and I'll just cut up some vegetables, like carrots, celery, cucumber, stuff like that. They can have that with a little bit of pita chips.
Indomie.
Oh yeah, we do Indomie quite often. So Indomie with any like fried spam or a seared egg on top with a runny yolk. Really gorgeous, you know, nice and easy. And again, nourishing. Yo, panini press. Oh man, that's something I haven't had in a while. Do I make snacks with fruit? Absolutely. But it really depends because again, the fruit that we have on deck, we just try to make sure we always have fruit for Rosemary's lunches, just so she has something really nice and healthy when she goes to school. But with that being said, what I do love making is I love making fruit smoothies. Or fruit purees. If I have apples, or if I have if I have any of those kind of more tree type fruits like pears, apples, or oranges, peaches, anything like that. I love cutting those things up, and then I'll just bake them. You know what I'm saying? Have I made pancit before? Yes, I have. I've actually done a version of my pancit. It's a modern take on the pancit, more like an accessible modern take on pancit, maybe about a couple weeks ago on this live. What's fast and easy? Again, for snacks, I recommend Indomie. It is one of those you can get for like $1.50 to $2.50. You can get 5 portions. And then, yeah, Nikki, pancit is one of the things that I really enjoy making, especially when it comes to like fried noodles or anything like that. But again, lumpia is awesome. Oh my God. You have no idea. Any type of spring roll, like any type of wrap joint that's been fried with stuff on the inside, it's so fire. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and dredge the final pieces of chicken. All right. Get those in there. Please make another this weekend. Sure, I'll make sure to put that on the list.
What, lumpia or pancit?
I think pancit.
Pancit.
Your boyfriend loves Chinese? Okay, check this out. So what I can do for if I'm not filming this Thursday, because I said originally I was supposed to be filming and on set for Sunday. That's why I wasn't going to do a Sunday live. But if I'm filming this Thursday, I might omit the Thursday and still do a Sunday live. And for that, I don't mind doing a wicked chow mein or a wicked noodle stir fry if you guys are interested. And Nikki as well, if you need any suggestions or help with a recipe or anything like that, just don't be afraid. Hit me in the DMs. I can more than likely help you when I get a quick chance to do so, okay? Lynn, longanisa, I still have some of that in the fridge with some fried egg. Oh, so good. How about sushi? Again, I have a sushi episode coming up. I do kind of want to wait till the weather is a little bit better outside, just because fish prices definitely go down from the farms. And all that. And I do want to do a couple types of sushi on the live as well. Yeah, because I do, again, we did have, what was it, yesterday we had somebody on here that couldn't eat rice necessarily because of their glucose intake. Knowing that, I do have a wicked recipe that allows you to then put it on rice if you so choose, but you can also do it in a wicked salad wrap, and it'll just be just as good. Sweet potato tempura. To me, I love shrimp tempura, as well as crab, but I do a crab teriyaki. Sorry, it's a crab with green onion and Kewpie mayo with a reduction of teriyaki sauce and pineapple juice, kind of just on top. So it's really rich, and you eat it more like more like a rice cake, if you will. It's like a really big stacked seasoned rice with a layer of that crab on top with a bit of the teriyaki, and then you hit it with a little bit of fried onions. Yo, you're welcome on the donaires, dude. Hey, Alana, always practice, practice. You know what I mean? Everything gets better over time. What do you need?
I'm looking for a clean 1 liter container so I can fill my water bottle.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Boom. All right, so I got this other chicken right now finishing up. And again, when it comes to like things like sushi, all that stuff, I am a huge, if anyone knows me, right, one of my favorite things on the planet is deep fried things. And tempura is, oh my God. When did I make donaires? When did I make donaires? That was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think so.
Roughly 2 weeks ago?
I need to feel
If your Bridget, if your potatoes aren't fully cooked, what I would recommend is get a just a spoon out that has like the what do you call it, the straining bits in it. Strain out your potatoes, take some of the broth from your stew, and then put them into a separate pot, and then just bring them up to a quick simmer, right? Because if they've been in the slow cooker for a while, it will only take maybe maximum 10 to 15 minutes for them to soften up, and you can just go ahead and re-add everything in the pot back into your slow cooker. Have I ever made fondue? Not on the live. I have made fondue a few hundred times when I was working at French restaurants.
The water bottle.
Oh, sweet potato tempura. I know, that's so fire. I love that. Yeah. Technically, they're our water bottles, but she saw them and she's like, I need something just as big as I am. So we're like, you know it. You know it, honey. It's as big as your little tum-tum.
it's not.
Hold on. Just for reference, beside a normal sized human, it's like it's my head.
And then you can stand right there. And against her. Okay, careful, sweetie. Elijah, thanks so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Welcome to the live. She always, yeah, dude. Our kids, you know how kids are. They're like, hey, what do you got? I need that in my life. And I'm like, well, damn, all right. Here we are, I guess.
When you're not using it.
Yeah, she is. She's hella cute. We're super lucky. Does she drink all the water? Man, I'll be real. She tries, dude. We try to get in our gallon of water a day, and she definitely like looks at our water bottle and she's like, "Can I take this?" You know, and she'll walk away with it for like half an hour, and you're like, "You drank all that water? Damn, right on."
I just feel it.
It could also, Bridget, yes, it could also be the type of potato, but again, it also could, be the size of the potato as well, how much heat it's getting. It might just need that little bit of extra heat to just help push it over, in the long run. So, like I said, if you got a small little pot and all your potatoes kind of strained out into that pot with some of that, with some of that stock that's in the slow cooker, add a little dash of extra water so it doesn't over reduce, put a lid on it, put it on medium heat, let it simmer off, and then just keep making sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom. I guarantee you it will cook all the way through, and then take the lid off, let that liquid reduce, add that back into your slow cooker. It'll be just all good. Do we give her vitamins? Yeah, I mean, we have the vitamin gummies. That's been working. Popeye's poutine has been crushed. Time for me to work on the fried chicken. Damn. Yo, what kind of fried chicken do you get? Do you get the spicy kind? Because I love Like Popeyes, when I go to the States, Popeyes is fire. It's like it's like the best fried chicken outside of like Korean fried chicken. Fall Christmas, absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to create a couple. Again, I made adobo, like chicken adobo. But at the same time, I'm trying to see if I can source some like relatively cheap pork belly. I do have pork shoulder, which I might turn into something. But again, when it comes to my Filipino dishes, I try to just kind of make hybrids or non-traditional stuff just because, again, I want them to be both accessible, but at the same time flavorful, like accessible, traditional but untraditional at the same time, so they're modern, you know, and then just give a spin on them, you know. And who is that? Fatiam, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the live. I appreciate you for being here. Spicy fried chicken, my man. Wendy's Spice. There is a Popeyes here, but the thing is, I've really come to the conclusion that American Popeyes, just like American Cola, is slightly better. Just because if you actually compare a can of Coke here to the same can of Coke in the US, there's 10 more calories. That's where a lot of the flavor is. As well as they're allowed to deep fry their foods in the US with different fat than we are here. We have a restrictive fat law that only allows us to fry with specific oils. Try Wendy's spicy Asiago chicken sandwich. Ooh, because I'm a huge fan of their spicy chicken sandwich. I really, really do love it. And B. Zalmay, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome to the live. Ribs, garlic sauce, Instapot. Yeah, oh my God, yes. Oh man, hit that with some sweet bread. Oh man. Oh yeah. Okay, so cool. I got this is just coming up to a temp. I turned the oven, this on to a roughly I'm gonna say about a 5.5. All right. So then now we're gonna move on to these joints right here. All right. So what I'm gonna do is since there is 6, I'm just gonna go ahead and separate out the by 2. Okay. So this makes it so I can serve them up kind of staggered and nice and chunky. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw on. I'm gonna wait till these are fried. So I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna add on a bit of the tomato sauce onto the top. Okay, just so I have that initial layer, so when I do melt some cheese on, I can put it on both layers of the sandwich. Okay, so nice and easy with the sauce. Okay, just like that. This is coming up. Cool. So I'm just gonna start with my first deck of 6. Yeah, that's better. So you get more of a rapid sear on the fried chicken as it goes in. Yo, hot honey drizzle. I know. I was actually going to put some hot honey drizzle on for myself just because someone last night was talking about it. And I was like, that, ooh, is fire. Okay, so you're noticing you get a nice, more rapid sear on these chicken nuggets right now, which is perfect. So I'm going to grab some cheese. And again, anybody that does know us knows that I don't fuck around when it comes to cheese. So with that being said, on the top of this, I'm just going to put a light hit of the shredded cheddar because I like a little bit of that cheddar because, again, cheddar is more of like the creamier side of cheese where it's like, you know, it's soft and it's pretty versatile overall. But the mozzarella, when that comes in, it's a little bit denser. It has more bite. It has more cheese pull. You know what I'm saying? So that's super important for me to have, especially when I'm making it. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting some good color, good thickness overall. Yep. Ha-ha! We're at 30,000 likes. Oh my God. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are awesome. Yo, I appreciate that a lot. I really do. Alana, you've always been cool, man. I'm not cool at all. You know what I'm saying? And I still try to do it, right? Just put yourself out there. Be confident. That's all it takes. But I do appreciate the support. Thank you so much for that. Nikki, come on. You guys can definitely go live if you so choose. You know what I'm saying? Just have confidence in yourself, right? It doesn't take much. Just put yourself out there, and it's an awesome time. I mean, obviously, we're going to have trolls roll through, but that's life. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to be going ahead. Oh, yeah, dude. God damn. Yes. Yes. All right. Cool. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead, deck out 6. We're probably not going to eat all of them, right? But at the same time, if we wanted to, we can. But I'm just going to have one for later because I do love a good cold sandwich. And again, if you look at these, at the crust on it, right? Really nice, really crispy, right? Great crunch to them. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead, finish the melt, just like that. Boom. Okay. Like that. Throw on some of that tomato sauce just on top. And then I'm going to hit with the mozzarella cheese. Okay? And then again, just if it's mozzarella cheese, just go. Just go. You know, it's all good. Boom. Okay? Because this is also going to melt into like your bread and all that good stuff. So that's on right there, right? Just like that, right? I'm going to shoot this guy into the oven. Maybe give it about 5 minutes. Right? Because again, we're not looking for a lot of color on the cheese. What you're looking for is that gooey, melty, just goodness. Elise, you have to go make a sandwich. Jay's winning. Hey, it's going well, man. How are you? I hope you're having a really great Tuesday. Welcome to the live. Okay. When does the green onion come out? Bridget, come on now. In this case today, I'm not hitting anything with any green onion. I do have some in the fridge, but I'll probably use it for Thursday or Friday's live. I'm pretty sure, like, when I film the food at the end, I probably will hit it with some green onion as a garnish. Never-ending green onion. Shannon. Okay, so I got that at a full heat. Let's go ahead, get these the rest of these chickens in for them crispy chicken sandwiches. All right? So.
No garlic today?
Oh, there's garlic everywhere. There's garlic everywhere. Elise, there's garlic in the chicken when I marinated. There's garlic in the dredge. I put, what do you call it? This aioli is a garlic aioli with honey and a little bit of lemon, which I'm going to go ahead and slap down just like that. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't skimp on the garlic today. That's for damn sure. Man, y'all need definitely to get that bingo card going. Shit. Yo.
I know, I'm not that coordinated.
Okay, so I got a good layer of the garlic aioli spread. Right, again, just a touch of that lemon will really help that brightness should really shine through. Okay, so there's going to be a good amount of color coming off of these chickens right here. All right. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oh. Hell yeah. All right. So that's on the go. Alana, absolutely. One of my things that I always advocate for, hands down, is to learn every day. Learn at least one thing. And that's what will always get you going into the future. Green onion for the congee? Oh, yeah. All right, so we're gonna let this guy go over here, right? And on the side, I'm gonna go ahead, just push these to the side for now. Boom. And I'm gonna go ahead, I have my fries. Just gonna go ahead, throw those guys in. Get them crisping while I finish up the fried chicken. Oh yeah, hell yeah. All right, almost there. Want to get a little bit extra color on that. Hell yeah. All right. So I'm gonna start laying out my nuggies just on the bread. Come on. Nice. Just like that. Boom. Like that. Gorgeous. Okay. And then just like any good fried chicken, Sanella, I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you so much. Yo, and Lynn, Korean fried chicken is top tier. 100%. 100%. Goddamn. And Mick, hey, you just made it, bro. Hell yeah. So I got my chicken nugs, my mock McDonald's nugs onto the bread. And like any good fried chicken, just hit it with a small hit of just honey. All right. Do yourselves a favor because it's just amazing like that. All right. So then I got my fries in the fryer right now.
Did you see Bridget's comment?
No, I did not. Simmer the potatoes in the stew. Yes. Oh, yes. Exactly. It's just, that's awesome, Bridget. Good job. Yeah, because again, I think it just needed that little bit of extra push to push it all the way through. Because then again, some potatoes do not cook with a lower amount of heat. They do require a specific, there's a line where that heat has to hit it. And then that's what pushes it over. Learn and execute. Absolutely. Yeah, dude. Okay, so I got my fries just starting to brown up and finish because again, they are the crusted, coated kind. I'm going to go ahead with just a hit of the lettuce unceremoniously just thrown on top. Okay. Boom. Just like that. Going to take the bun on top like that. Give that a hit down. Boom. And then you have just the gnarliest chicken sandwich.
Any pickles?
We have pickles on the side.
Pickles on the side. Nikki's asking about pickles.
Oh, we definitely do have pickles. We have the sweet kind and we got the full gherkins. Or full dills, not gherkins, sorry. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead.
Nikki's got a pickle moment that needs to happen.
You got a pickle moment. What? Shredded pickles would be bomb. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. Damn, I really wish I still had my my microplane. That would have been awesome, actually. Okay, so I have killed the heat on the oil. Fries are all good to go. Right, I'm going to leave them unsalted just because there's a lot of sodium going on in this whole situation.
Sanella's asking, do you ever use MSG?
Do I ever use MSG? Every now and again, yeah. Because I don't mind it. Fall, Christmas, if you missed anything, you want me to repeat anything, by all means, please ask. I'm more than happy to do that, okay? Okay, so lastly, I got the melt. Oh, my Lord, yes. Oh, shit. All right. Like that, okay? So again, what we're looking for here is just this gnarly melt on the cheese. Because the reason you use MSG is, again, it's an umami booster. You don't use it necessarily as a replacement for salt, but like a quick pinch will add all this extra umami built in. And again, there's nothing wrong with MSG, but like everything, you have to use it in moderation. Terry, yeah, dude. It's it's nice. It's toasted, right? You got all this really great overall color on it, right? Texture-wise, it's all there, right? So I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick flip over top, like that. Okay, are you guys ready? Check this out. Right, so what you do is that since they're all separated, right, give that a lift, and there. Right, goo, right? You can see the steam, just like that. Okay, so I got those ones right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut myself a rectangle of this bad boy right here. Let's get ourselves a nice little plate. Okay, so again, you don't need a crap ton of fries for this one. It's just more of a just a quick side. All right, we're gonna put this double decker right here. Let's go ahead like that. Right, you're gonna take this, give it a split. Yeah, so that is technically what an umami booster is. It is a flavor enhancer. Need a replay on that cheese drill. Is it the favorite part of cooking? To be honest with you, all the parts of cooking is my favorite part. I love the prep. I love the cooking. I love the interaction. I love the rush when you're in kitchens. Just everything about it just gets your blood going. Who's going to eat all this? To be honest, it's going to be me, my wife, my little girl. She's going to have like a half or a quarter portion just because. Simon, thank you so much for the follow. And then whatever's left over, we're just going to leave for tomorrow. All right, so actually, since that plate is a little bit on the smaller side, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go ahead and push all of this over to here. Boom. Okay. And again, yeah, you want that cheese pull? Oh yeah, still gooey. All right, we're just going to lay that out just like that. I'm going to put these guys on the side just like that. Okay. Nothing too crazy or fancy, but at the same time, hella decadent. Okay, so that is the duo sliders, side of crispy fries. All right. Yeah, nice, sumptuous, and crispy at the same time. But it was with my mock chicken nugs, because I thought chicken nuggies would be an amazing way to make chicken sliders. Okay, so this is with garlic aioli. Nice and fresh, crispy lettuce, lots of cheese, and lots of marinara sauce on the hot ones. Okay, add hot sauce if you guys want it. Right, nice and easy. So if you just give me 1 second, I'll be right back to plate the dessert. But I'm going to give this to Shannon because she's been waiting.
I went over here.
All right, and then finally, just a quick dessert, as always. How do you plan your meals for the week? I actually don't. If I'm going to do lives, I kind of have a general idea because you guys have been so nice to give me these really great suggestions. So it kind of gives me a platform to work off of. But since I live like a block away from the grocery store, I literally just walk over, see what's on sale. Apache Dan, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next live, okay? I'll probably be on either Thursday or Friday. I'm not quite sure. And then as well, I might be on Sunday as well as to go. Nikki, everything's going to be telepathically teleported? Hey, dude. Okay, so whoa, $1.50 for 10 tomatoes. Get it. 100%. You can do so many things. Do I carry my groceries in a foldable wagon? How did you know? I got my groceries and my baby in tow. It is a game changer. Yeah, you don't have to handball that thing at home. Yeah, changes lives. Okay, so to plate up, just to finish off this live, I'm going to go ahead and plate up the dessert. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just finish up just a quick dessert, and then class will be dismissed. All right, so again, I'm just using this, like, this ice cream is dope because it technically doesn't freeze hard, which is awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I also just don't do crazy amounts of dessert. I just try to keep it to about a scoop, but really, if you're going to finish with dessert, my opinion on dessert is it doesn't have to be elaborate, but it has to be dank. It has to be just the gnarliest 5 to 10 bites maximum. Okay? Yo, matcha ice cream is so good. Especially matcha coconut ice cream, for me, is one of the best things on the planet. Because it's frozen dessert, right? Okay. So with this, I got going. I'm going to hit it with just, I'm just going to just warm up my chocolate ganache. Just give that a quick 20 seconds. Okay, and then on the top of the ice cream, we're gonna go ahead with, I cut up a bunch of those like Oreos. Those like, oh man, wow. Yeah, just some of those cosmic space Oreos with the Pop Rocks in the inside. Oh, green tea and red bean ice cream is so good, dude. Oh my God. Frozen strawberries cut up or vanilla ice cream. What I love about frozen strawberries is if you take your frozen strawberries out early, add like a hit of like sugar on top into like one of these. If you have like a 1 liter container or like a sealable container, strawberries, sugar, let that sit in your fridge for about a couple hours to defrost lightly. Then give it a really quick shake and serve that on top of a crepe, a waffle, vanilla ice cream, anything. Okay. All right. I got some of my chocolate ganache right here. And the best part is, again, since I always make ganache, we always have it on deck. If you don't have, can use it as a jam, absolutely you can. Yeah, just make sure that you macerate it even more fine or whatever texture you prefer. I also recommend using it if it's chunky, put it on the inside of a really nice bagel, like a toasted bagel. Okay, so then I have my ice cream here. Boom. All right, you're gonna hit with just a good bit of that chocolate ganache. All right, nothing crazy, but you do want to have a good hit of that chocolate. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to follow it up because since I have a bit of this caramel, I'm just going to go ahead with that caramel on the outside. Gives me some color, as well as some of that nice rich flavor because it's rich. All right. Okay, so then I got the chopped up dark and white cheesecake. I'm going to go ahead, break it up with your fingers just a little bit. Okay, break it up with your fingers. Right on top, just a few bits, right? Just a couple pieces. Okay, just like that. I'll just put this guy right here for a second, right? And then you're gonna hit with some of that Oreo. Okay. Right, I would recommend a little bit of whipped cream. I don't have any whipped cream on me right now, so that's pretty much what we're going to go with.
We don't have whipped cream.
No, we don't have whipped cream right now.
I know that. We should go get some, but we can't.
We might go get some later. What do you think? And Leanna, thank you so much for the follow. MJ Roz, what's good, dude? Oh, you're just at the end of the stream, homie? But it's always good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining. Mel, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate that. Sour candies, man. Yeah, dude. We went to an ice cream spot a week or so ago because she had to get her vaccination shots and stuff. And because she was such a brave lady, I took her down for some nice ice cream. And that I just forgot how decked out you can just put toppings all over everything.
I got gummies and sprinkles. And I share this.
Yeah, she definitely wants some. You can tell.
I want some now.
Yeah, the problem with Rosemary being in the live is that because of my agency, it is one of the crucial rules to not have minors in my lives, especially because at her age, she's unable to consent in a very meaningful way. So I'm trying to make sure that she understands how to respect live, how to be in the social media space, all that stuff, before we can actually have her on live whenever she feels. And Bo's secret account. Whoa, welcome, dude. Thanks so much for the follow. And Panda333, thank you so much for the follow as well. Yes, her name is Rosemary, named after the strong herb. Because everyone in my house is named after food.
Rosemary.
Yeah, it's a classic name, I find, as well. So we are at 6:35. So awesome, guys. Thank you so much again. I'm going to head out of here because Shannon's going to be doing her D&D stuff. So I have to look after Rosemary. So I will be back again, guys. I plan on Thursday, but most likely it will be Friday because, again, my shoot schedule got pushed up because originally we were supposed to be shooting on Sunday. So I will probably be doing a Friday and Sunday live stream, as well as if you guys haven't, hit that follow button for me, because I will, as usual, try to take video and photos of all of the food that I always cook and plate at the end of every live. So if you guys want a closer look at all that stuff, you go to my page, you'll be able to find it there the night or the day after the live happens, okay? As well, that's it pretty much. Yeah, you guys have a great rest of your night. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. Go into Wednesday positive, high energy, and just attack it with everything that you got, okay? So I will see you guys either Thursday or Friday, and have a great evening, all right? Cheers.